Good morning, students. Now, the new topic is the global warming. What is the global warming? In previous class, we have discussed about the greenhouse effect. What the global warming is? If the concentration of the greenhouse gas is more, then the more trapping of the reflected sun rays will be there. It means that more number of visible ray, more number of infrared ray will be still in your atmosphere, because if the concentration of the CO2, methane, nitrous oxide will be more, then they will trap more gases, and due to this the heat inside the earth will increase, or the temperature inside the earth will increase. If the temperature is increased, then this is the condition for the global warming, because it is harmful for us. So if I will conclude the thing, then global warming means the increase in the average effective temperature of your atmosphere. Okay, now what the cause of it, how they are going to do? First of all, that by nowadays, more number of automobile vehicles is there, just like as a car, just like a bus, tractors, trolleys, trains, planes, fighter jets. These are the things which all run by the diesel and the petroleum fuels. Due to this, the emission of CO2 has increased. All countries inside the earth is increasing their CO2 emission, but the developing country, they are increasing in a more number, due to which the trapping will be more. First, as the research says, the concentration of CO2 in previous decade had increased up to the 25%. It means that their concentration is more from previous about 25%. Similarly, as due to development, the deforestation is more, biogas usage is more. Due to this, the content or concentration of methane has doubled from the previous. Fluorocarbon emission is also increased up to the 5%, and these all are the greenhouse gases. So they will help the reflected ray to be stay inside the earth, and it is the reason why the temperature inside the earth is increasing continuously. What the impact of these things? First of all, you are feeling nowadays that your climate has changed. You are suffering from your climate. And previously it is very clear that monsoon is coming in a month of end of June, and it will be up to the August, but it's now September. So September there should be end of the monsoon season, but no, it is just like that, it is starting now. What about your June month, and what about the July month? There was mainly the sunny days. So things are uneven, uncertain. So your climate is changing due to this global warming. Also it is also affecting to your plants life, because in many places there should be a chance of flood, there should be chance that there is a no raining, but season is of raining, but there is a no raining. So your amount that is coming from the plant is reduced, and also the life of plants suffer due to this reason. After this, what the future prediction if the things is like this? First of all, it will majorly affect to your plants and animal. A research says at the mid of 250, now it is 2021, when up to a 2050, 30% of plant and animal will disappear due to this global warming effect, because they will not able to survive in this climate. After it, about at 2100, when the end of the 21st century, then about 70% species will be disappear, or it will be a dislocation. Either it can locate from one place to another place. It can change its position. So about 70% will dislocate, about 30% will be dislocated and disappear up to 2050, at the research says. After it, due to increase the temperature, the warming of ocean is increasing. Due to this, the level of ocean is increasing. If level of ocean will increase, then the things will suffer. If the temperature of the ocean will increase and the temperature around to theirs will increase, what will happen? The glacier will melt, and it is says that the glacier is start melting near due to the global warming. After it, due to the climate change, due to the temperature increment, due to these things, a new type of disease is coming in this scenario. You seen there are new types of disease is coming nowadays, just like as a COVID-19. This is also a part of a disease. So a very new type of disease will come due to this uneven things. And also about if the glacier melt, if the ocean's temperature will increase, the level of sea will continuously increase, and it will create a problem for the survival of the animals, survival of the plants, survival of the living being inside the earth. So these are the problem that we will face if the thing should be like this. So global warming is all about these things. What we can do so things will be managed? First of all, how we can manage the things, how we can decrease these impacts. So if the emission of the greenhouse gases will be less, then the things will be maintained, things will be better. Kyoto Protocol, now every country is paying a impact role on these things. They are doing a summit together. They are thinking about these things, about the global warming, and they are taking a step regarding to it. So Kyoto Protocol is there, that is made for these things. Now what we can do? First of all, if the population is reduced, then the things which they need will reduce. They will use less electricity. So power plant, you need a less generation of electricity. Nowadays we are using a huge amount of electricity. Each and every home there should be electricity for their survival. But if population is less, you need less electricity, so production will be less, so emission of the methane will be less, emission of the CO2 will be less. So if the population will be controlled, then the things will manage. First thing. Second thing about your automobile sector. You know, nowadays every person is using car, bike, scooties, and also government using the trains, fighter jet, planes. These things are releasing carbon dioxide. About CO2 emission, 14% is emission by your vehicles, 21% emission by your power plants, which are generating electricity. If your reduction from both the things, then the things will manage in a very smooth way. If the emission from the power plant is reduced, if emission of the carbon dioxide will reduce from your vehicle, the things will manage. So what we can do? The alternative source, either you can use the battery operated things, the CO2 will not reduce. You can use the renewable source for the production of electricity. Nowadays in India about 60% electricity is produced by the coal. If we can generate the electricity by sun energy, by wind energy, by tidal energy, then the emission will be reduced. So producing electricity by renewable source, they will reduce the emission, first thing. Second, using a battery operated things that are not reducing CO2 gases, and these gases, this will reduce the greenhouse gas in a huge amount. And also if there is a less population, then also the emission will be less. Third point. Fourth point, if we are increasing the afforestation, we are increasing more number of plants, so the oxygen level will increase, and also plants are absorbing the CO2 gases, so there should be a reduction in the CO2 gas. So by 4 ways: first of all, using battery operated thing, reducing population, upon our dependency we have to increase in renewable source, and fourth one, afforestation. This will help you to reduce the greenhouse gases, and this will control your average temperature that is increasing day by day, and this will help to our environment. Okay.